we get the public to see the fight against biological aging as a major policy priority?
So if we look at the diseases of aging, we can see that almost all of them are a trillion-dollar disease to the economy, at least minimally globally. And things like heart disease are a trillion-dollar disease in the United States itself as an individual disease. So we've got trillions of dollars that we are throwing into the care of human beings that could actually be put towards the innovation of longer, healthier lifespans and doing what's called compressing mortality, making it so when people do die, if they do die of various indications, that they die it in a shorter period of time. Today, we have the retirement age set at the age of 65. But now it is estimated that over 1,000% more people, by the numbers of how many people used to live over the age of 100, will live over the age of 100 today. So that puts us in an enormous economic burden. People retiring at the age of 65 and maybe going on to live twice that amount of lifespan with detrimental chronic diseases. Hundreds of millions of people live with a chronic disease today. All of these are costly. I believe that vastly most of these diseases will be cured genetically, and that we can then get off of the subsistence of terminal medical palliative care. We need to change the US sick care system into an actual healthcare system, grabbing the attention of preventative medicine much more earlier, using artificial intelligence to look through the data, stream through human understanding of the genome, the microbiome, and all of the ohms to create more quickly the type of therapeutics that we need in order to justify that we are an intelligent enough species to actually do this. This is the real self-evolution situation through medicine and technology. And I think that we are there. We are beyond the point of starting. Bill Andrews himself worked for decades now on therapies that are baseline for treating biological aging. They probably are the first therapeutics you should actually look into taking. But what will be the turning point is not only pointing out the financial loss and the financial gain, but actual evidence as to how well these technologies work. So when we show that we can actually start targeting the hallmarks of aging, what's happening at the cellular level that drives aging, as has been done in a multitude of animal studies now. But when we start doing that in humans, then we'll get the interest of the population. We will get people behind these technologies and start driving the interest into making the big changes that will make them possible. And that has been the focus of my effort now for over 5 years. So this is the first year, the last annual year, that we have worked with a company that has specifically worked towards getting people access to these technologies and defining whether they work in humans and how they work in humans, and sorting out what would be the dosages to creating endpoints. And every one of the drugs that we look at through that platform, through this other company, will go through the regulatory system. It's not about circumventing a regulatory system. But I will also have you pay note of the 5 regulated gene therapies that are considered a one-time treatment for a lifetime cure. The least expensive of those 5 is $450,000 to treat one eye. And I will tell you this, that I will always be a strong proponent of medical tourism, regardless of whether I take a drug with my company through the regulation or not, because people need affordable drugs. And they simply do not come from today's regulatory system. And that's something that the Transhumanist Party can change and mandate. The drugs, and especially cures, are affordable. If that does not happen, we will continue to promote, again, regardless of where we sit with drugs, medical tourism, because for a fraction of the cost, you can do the same therapies.